With Shohei Ohtani tonight, what were you seeing from him as he navigated through 5 innings? Did it feel like it was a grind, but also just how he was able to do it?
I thought it was a little bit of a grind in the sense that I don't think he felt his best. I think in that third or fourth inning, you can see kind of him putting the governor on his fastball and just managing it, and then reaching back for more when he needed to. So I don't think he had his best stuff tonight, but he found a way to get big outs when he needed to. Got that fielder's choice, to hold the runner at third base right there. Got a big double play. So yeah, it was good, and 5 innings. The pitch count got up there, and I felt that was all he had to give us tonight.
When he hands it off to the bullpen, who has been as excellent as they are right now, I mean, just how do you kind of describe what the group has been able to do, not only in this series, but really in the last week of games?
They stepped up. They came up big, and obviously, not having Diaz here, guys are kind of in different roles, and they've responded really well. It's a tough place to pitch as far as this environment, but they all responded well, and they did a great job preventing runs.
What did you mean by him not feeling his best? Was it not feeling best with the way the pitches were coming out of his hand, or was he maybe not feeling great physically?
I think today, I don't know. I just kind of, just saw the overall body. It just didn't seem like he had as much, reserve or stuff to work with today. So I really can't pinpoint it, but he just wasn't letting it rip as early for as long and consistently as we've seen in other outings. But he still has a way to use other pitches, sequence, and still get guys out.
Had you ever seen that type of emotion from him in a while off the mound when he got Tatis to ground into that double play?
I haven't. Yeah, I mean, it's how we wanted this series, they wanted this series, and it was a big spot, and it was probably going to be his last hitter, and so it was starting to get kind of, he was starting to kind of grind a little bit more in that inning, and I wasn't going to push him much past that, so I think that, getting that double play right there was big, and it was good to see him show some emotion.
Okay, going back to
Sorry.
Going back to how Shohei didn't have as much coming out or was as efficient as we've seen. How much of that do you think plays into just balancing the two-way duties?
I think it's just another case in point that it's a, it's good for us to be mindful of the workload and just not take that for granted. So, but again, he's still pretty special and got through it.
How important is it,
excuse me,
on these nights where he's playing both ways, for him to kind of make the impact he did with the bat at the start of the game to kind of set the tone there?
It was good. It was good. To start this series, and I think they have their staff ace going. We had Shohei, and then at kind of the twilight where it's typically hard to see, for him to start off with a homer, I think put them behind the 8 ball a little bit, and then allow us to score again in the second inning. And they were playing catch up all night, and we left some runs out there, but still scored enough and prevented enough tonight. But it started with Shohei's homer.
You talked about kind of the difference between him as a hitter and pitcher. Do you think that being able to do both and doing off of the homer makes him kind of feel more like in control? Exactly.
I think a little bit, yeah. I think that he likes to contribute, and I know that he's heard about on days that he pitches or days after he pitches. So for him to homer in that first at bat, I think he was like, okay, I contributed on the offensive side, and then you look at the following at bats. He took some good at bats tonight, and so I think this off day tomorrow is coming at a perfect time, and we'll see when we pencil him in next. But leading off with a homer, I think got him in a good place mentally.
How much do you think he kind of hears the outside noise when he is struggling, and the questions come up about the toll the two-way role might be taking? Are there ways you sense kind of how he internalizes that?
Yeah, I think that he's very mindful of everything that's said about him, and I think that at times he uses that as motivation to prove people wrong, that he can do something. So I think he's certainly aware of all of it.
do you think some of that kind of bleeds into like just the reactions on the mound too, especially just like with the pitching this year and him getting back to that and trying to reestablish himself as like one of the best pitchers in the game? Like, do you feel like that kind of feeds into those moments too when he can get out of those kind of spots?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think even, you know, we're up 3-0, and instead of taking the double play ball, he wanted to make sure that he preserved that run. And, you know, like we all know, he wants to win that Cy Young, and he wants to help us win games, and he wants to be a really productive offensive player. So, you know, at this point in time, he's doing all the above.
Dave, between kind of the homers you guys have been able to kind of hit recently and the way you guys have pitched, are you guys kind of rounding more into the type of team you were envisioning maybe kind of coming into the season?
I think so, yeah. I think that this series in particular, we didn't put up a whole bunch of runs, but I thought the at-bats were really good. I thought we took a lot of walks, we slugged more, and that's kind of what we do. And I talked about it a lot in the past about scaring pitchers out of the zone, and I thought the last two series we've done a really good job of getting back to who we are.
The bullpen's been good all year, but I think it's like 28 or 29 scoreless innings in a row now. Like, what have you seen this last stretch that's gotten that group to an even different level?
I think it's just guys, we don't walk guys. That's one part of it. And I think that we're getting ahead much better recently of hitters. Starting pitching has been good to kind of still help. You know, we had that one start where I think it was Blake. We had to do the bullpen of the game, but you know, outside of that, they've kind of had a lot of rest. They've attacked guys and got double plays when we needed, got strikeouts when we needed. But I think the main thing is we haven't walked guys.